Taking an 11-point lead at the top of the table, Borussia Dortmund are their closest contenders in second. After the game, Archie Ring-Tut and Jan Fjørtoft caught up with Vincent Kompany.
Vincent, when it comes to the performance tonight, what's your assessment of it? Job done? Composure in the face of adversity?
It was a fight. I put it this way. If I was still playing, I would have loved to play in this game. But from the side, it's it's a different story because they did everything we thought they would do, and they do it really well. They score goals. They have players who can be dangerous. So it's not a team that is fighting for survival without scoring. They are scoring. But I think we got our chances out of the right situations. Set pieces. I think we score on a counter as well. And we were defending, but without being passive. We were always looking to get out, to counter, to be dangerous. And then I think our team is always able to score one or two more goals. And this is what I'm proud of the guys. I'm happy with this win. You win against Wolfsburg at home with so much possession and so much football. Today you win like this. It's part of a season.
And Gaffer, I see you there at the end where you're standing here and you're saying you know the coach, but you're still in the 94th minute. You are time up and you won't talk to the referee. Is that a symbol of your hunger in this team and your hunger?
No, but I have to remind myself as well, you know, if I'm demanding of the players every single time in training, in this and that, then we can't give away a minute, we can't give away anything in a game. So I try and push and I try and make sure that, you know, sometimes, I don't know, we were leading 8-1 against Wolfsburg. I like to see the team just continuing, forget about when we are in the game, who we play next. And the team does it at the moment. It's not always possible to be successful with it, but it's a nice idea for me, for our team, I think.
You have 5 teenagers on the bench, teenagers on the bench. What does that say about the club just right now?
Yeah, I think the story from these guys is interesting because they've been with us for nearly a year. So people see them now on the bench, but they've trained for 6 months first with us, then 3-4 months later they're sort of having a bit of a slow integration. Everybody will have a different journey, you know, with young players. Some players will probably be for us straight away. Some players will need to go and get experience. But, you know, the story of Leonard Kahl is a positive one for us. And, you know, it's part of the things. And we have players on loan who are doing really well, by the way. So we're always keeping an eye on this. It's part of, we can, and I'm speaking now for Max and Christoph, my sporting director, but I'm repeating their words. It's like probably we can compete for some players, but for the squad, we need a balance with some of our own young players, and we need a plan for that. It takes time, but we try and implement it.
Vincent, thank you.
Thank you.
So here is the table. We did hear from Serge Gnabry. He said he didn't really know what happened, but he did mean it. He was pretty honest in his assessment afterwards.
He didn't know what happened. He meant it. How do you mean it?
He meant to score, but he said he'd need to see it back because he was just went for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, he
didn't know what was going on.
I 100% mean this. It's over. It's been over.
It is over. But today,
it's been over.
As we were saying on the coverage, Ali, there was that little bit of a scare for them, just a little bit, against Cologne. They had that little bit of a test that they need right now to keep them honest.
I think what it does is that it allows Vincent Kompany to go back to the training facility and say, hey, listen, when we are less than our best, these things can happen. So this is our standard. We have to be able to meet our standard consistently, all the time. Now, that's easier said than done because this is a team that just destroyed Wolfsburg 8-1 over the weekend. So it would be easy to expect a drop-off. It's impossible to maintain that sort of level and that sort of dynamic movement and explosion and efficiency and effectiveness and the level of interest, really. To be honest with you, some of these games for Bayern Munich are not really all that interesting. And so it really depends on the individual, on the group, on the culture, on the identity, on the energy level in training, the intensity level in training, what the manager says, what the assistant coaches are able to say, what the leadership group, if you have such a thing, in the locker room is able to communicate with younger players. All of those things come together, and they seem to be coming together in the right manner for Bayern Munich. But there's no question that if they're thinking about bigger goals this season, they're going to have to hold themselves accountable because nobody else in Bundesliga is holding them accountable.
So how do you do that, Stevie? We talked about this with PSG, didn't we, in the season when they were running away with it. How do you stay competitive for the Champions League? How do you stay, what he's asking, what he's talked with the boys about there, like so focused in every game?
Well, to be honest, Ali's just covered it, really. You know, it usually ends up me and you that's on this show when it happens. Sometimes as a coach, things fall in your lap. And you're like, thank you for that. Because I'm just going to repeat what Ali said. He can now go back and say, right, this is what happened when we didn't do the basics at a certain level that we expect. And that is what keeps them on their toes. Because if there's not any of that, then you're scratching around as a coach. How do I keep them on their toes? How do I do it? Sometimes little things fall in your lap like that. So that's basically how he's doing it right now.
Okay.